Okay, so this video is from my sister who has an attention span of a gnat. So what I'm going to be doing is looking rough, but I'm going to be making like a makeup tutorial for my sister, and it's going to be a lot of quick little things so that she can watch it and know what to do. Primer. You put it here, 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 and here. Like make a cross across your face, and this will help keep your makeup. Foundation. You take a sponge, you get it wet, and wring it out with a towel. I personally put 2 drops of liquid foundation on, pat it around, and then and then I put 2 more for this side, and then I do 3 for my big old forehead, and then 2 on my chin. Now use this to rub it all in. So after you get it all rubbed in, your nose, under here, to make sure you don't have any hard lines, you get your concealer. Some people use one the same shade. Mine is the same shade because I'm the lightest you can get. I'm as pale as, I don't know, the pale, whatever's the most pale. I'm as pale as a ghost. Then you put it under there, under your eye. You just you put it all in this area. You can do your nose if you want to highlight your nose or chin, or if you have any redness right there, you can do that too. Then you get this back out and you blot. You don't mush it around because you're trying to keep it where it's at, and push it into your skin. You can hear my dog in the background. I'm going to go ahead and keep pushing, but again, you're just blotting. You're not swiping it around. Okay, so I have blotted, and as you can see, this redness has disappeared. I won't say disappeared, but it's very minimized, and you can hear my hound in the background. He thinks that he's on his deathbed because he sees the neighbor boys outside and he's not out with them. Setting. So now you want to use I currently use this. It's a setting powder from Younique, and you put it on a brush, and you want to put it right where you put your concealer. And you're going to wipe it off, so don't look at how it looks right now. This is called setting your concealer, and in a minute we're going to set with a pressed powder. Oh my goodness, that boy. Okay, so now I'm taking my pressed powder, which here again is Mineral Touch pressed powder. I'm very pale, so, and I'm avoiding that area that I just did a little bit, just to kind of let it sit just a couple extra seconds. Okay, so now I'm knocking off some of that extra setting powder. And I keep this brush out. Next, because I use everything that is one color, my face looks very flat, just all one color. So you want to give a little dimension. So you suck in your cheeks, and then you put this kind of in the indentation right here and under here. Basically, whatever you're trying to minimize. So like me personally, I have a round head. So I want to go through here in the roundness and use a little contouring powder. This is the color compared to the lightest. So this is the lightest contouring powder. The contouring, what the heck is this called? Bronzer, sorry. So this is the lightest bronzer they have. And I put it along the sides like that. Like I said, I'm trying to give the illusion that I have a oval face. So I put it along here and here. And I do a little bit right here. So that way, like I said, it kind of brings it in. And then you can always use this if you get a little too much. Then I do my blush, and I do that kind of like, you know, in my cheekies. But I don't go too far over. I don't go over to my nose or anything. Okay. So then I take the brush, the highlighting, or, you know, the other brush, and just kind of blend it in so I don't look like a goofball. One thing I've learned is that if you have a wider nose, kind of like I do, if you use the brush that had the bronzer on it and do a little bit right here and a little bit right here, it kind of helps make your nose look a little more narrow, which who couldn't use a narrow nose? So there again, a little bronzer on the outer edges. And then the little brush. Where'd you go? No. It's oh, here. Then the brush that had the setting spray, I go over here just to kind of lighten that up a little bit. And under here, just some areas to make sure they're still not, I didn't accidentally get any bronzer on them. And I kind of have narrow eyes. So I've got a white eyeliner pencil, and I go right on the, like right above where your lower lashes are. So now it kind of gives the illusion that there's white under the iris of my eyes. Then I'm going to put my glasses on for my eyebrows. I have some, it's a Brow Obsession palette, and it's from Younique. This right here is a pomade, and it has a little color in it, and you know, I don't like to get too clowny or too detailed. So for me, the pomade is enough. I'm going to do this with my mirror because I'm blind. Now that I have a little bit of color to them and a little pomade to them, which is pretty good because it holds them in place. So then I'll take my little brush and brush them around to make them lay down so you don't look like you just woke up. Next is eyeshadow time. I usually take the light of whatever colors I'm using. I take the lightest and start in the corner, the inner corner. Then I'll take the next color that I'm using. And I have hooded eyes, so that means I have more of this area than this area visible. So some people only focus on putting color on their lid, but I bring it up right underneath my eyebrows because otherwise you wouldn't be able to see that I have eyeshadow on. So I've got my colors on, and now I'm going to blend it all. Blend and blend and blend and blend. Okay. There. So eyeshadow's done. Only thing left is a little bit of mascara. I won't make you endure that. So I did my mascara, and now I'm just going old school, using a Kleenex to help get any excess off. Good deal. And I have to do a little research about getting your eyes to stand out when you wear glasses, because unfortunately, you know, I put eyeshadow on, but it's a kind of not so obvious with my glasses. Anyway, so next is lipstick. I'm going to cheat and not use lip liner. And that's it. Finished product. Hair is a hot mess because it's wet. I got to do something with that, but there's the transition. Here.